Kim Forrest is Chief Investment Officer at Bokeh Capital Partners. Kim, as you're kind of talking us through this, a lot of people were curious about your small AI play as well. So maybe explain both aspects, the Mag 7 all the way down to the small investments you think would be worth making here.
Sure. So all the attention in the AI room is focused on large language models. And that's great. And it's quite an accomplishment. It allows us to do some pretty wonderful things if you're trying them out. My problem with the whole thing is they're still very prone to error. So I can't really be as productive as I'd like to using them. And that brings me back to small AI, which is where I came from. I was a software engineer, worked at a couple of places that had AI tools. I worked at Neuralware, which was an AI tool maker. And so I really understand these models. And what I'm calling small AI is a targeted solution at one specific problem. And I think that's where productivity could really come from, not necessarily these kind of exotic HAL 9000 for you Space Odyssey fans, that can do everything. So I like the smaller targeted models. I think that's going to win in the long run, although God knows we just can't get enough of large language models right now. Well,
and the issue is I'm not sure if those are investable right now, and many of them are kind of yet to really come on the scene. So in the meantime, you often invest in the chip space, and I think, well, the natural extension of that thesis is NVIDIA, but AMD, I know, is still a favorite of yours, despite how much it's lagged this year. You're still looking at the likes of Micron. You maybe talk about, is it Synopsys? Yeah. So where are the plays in the public markets that you do think make sense, given what you just described?
Sure. So Microsoft is in the business of, giving us access to large language models, but even they are trying to narrow it down. I know they're working on finance-oriented generative AI, where, you use their product for accounting, and it will be able to answer your questions in your little, database. So that's kind of an example of it. Palantir kind of has that as well, although we aren't buying that. And finally, I think it's C3 AI. I always invert that. It's either C3 AI or 3C, whichever, Yes, but they too have delivery mechanisms. Now, I'm a pure software nerd snob, where if you have services, I know that kind of cuts into the scalability of a company. And both C3 AI and Palantir largely do have a lot of services mixed up in their revenue. So that's kind of a cautionary tale. Don't expect it to earn the margins that Microsoft does, for example.
Yeah, I know. I like. We almost need to do that as a segment next time, where you give us kind of the bear case on some of the popular, trendy AI plays. That's really quite useful. Kim, appreciate your time today, and thanks for joining us. We'll check back in soon.
Thank you.
Kim Forrest with Bokeh Capital Partners.